Joe, there's a couple of teams I want to hit on here. Penn State, with Drew Aller not going in the second half, beats Wisconsin. What were some of your thoughts on Penn State and getting a good win here?
Penn State's another team that's like really proven me wrong, and another team that feels like they are hitting their stride. This is going to be another one where people just kind of glance the box score and it's like, oh, immediately, they played Wisconsin close. But Drew Aller goes down. Bo Prabula, man, I'm a big Bo Prabula fan who stepped in at quarterback here. He is exactly what Andy Kotelnicki goes for in a quarterback play style. He's very athletic. He's very quick. He can throw on the run, and he's a nice facet to the run game. I think Aller coming back, and they had already worked Bo Prabula into this game or into games previously in some sub packages. I'd love for that kid to get on the field more. And that was one of the things that I did a couple of appearances on some Penn State shows. And I said, I'd love to see what Bo Prabula can do in this offense. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't end up being a catalyst at times in certain drives. This is another one of those unique circumstances for having two quarterbacks, and one of them's a really good athlete and one of them's the big-armed pocket presence guy. Bring in Prabula, let him stress defenses, let them confuse defenses. Kotelnicki is one of the best in the country at doing that. And secondly, this defense gets better every single week. Just like we talked about with Oregon, they are tough as shit. Abdul Carter is a dude. He could be the first overall pick or at least a top 10 pick, depending on who's picking. If it's a team that doesn't need a quarterback and they don't go for Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, they might be picking this kid because he's that good. And overall, man, they force opposing teams into some serious issues to the point where they only allowed 217 passing yards, 5.2 yards per attempt, 87 rushing yards, and 3 yards per carry. They tackle, they come downhill, and they play sound to their assignments. This Penn State team, man, they might have a real shot at being Ohio State.
Were you going to leave me any take, or are you just going to do the whole thing? I mean,
I'm just juiced up by this game. I'm sorry.
Well, first off, pause. I mean, I'm like, okay, well, he's going to stop here. I get to talk about the run game, how it was really effective. They ran for 173 yards against a really physical Luke Fickell football team. But thanks. I mean, thanks for leaving me something, Joe.
I'm sorry.
It's like when you have older brothers and they get to get food first, you know what I mean? And you're like, hey, bro, you got to leave me some. Now, you could see that, I kind of just pushed my brother out of the way. I mean,
Let me cook, man. I was cooking. You were being a good teammate. You passed me the ball, and I was draining it. I drained the three. That's all that matters.
Okay, Ray Allen, calm down.
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.